welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. Cleaning fish, putting them in this wash bucket that I made, water circulating in there. When I get done cleaning my fish, the scales are all coming out the sides over here. I can rinse my hands right there. I got a valve, I can turn it off if I don't want water running everywhere, or I can turn it wide open and look how the water will wash my table off as I am cleaning fish right here. So it's a very good thing. Y'all hang with me, I'll show you how I made it. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna show you how to make this fish washing bucket. First thing is I thought I had a hole saw that was about the right size. So this has got to go in side of this to mount your water hose. Bought this at Lowe's. It has a rubber seal. The rubber seal goes on the water side of it to seal it off. So what we've got to do, and this is left-hand threads. I've got all the fittings right here. We're going to have to cut this hole with a jigsaw. So what I'm going to do, if you've got a hole saw that matches this, ideal, that's what you need to use. I wasn't going back to Lowe's to buy one, so I'm going to make do with a jigsaw. So you may not have to do it this way. So what I am going to do is I'm going to mark my hole the size I want it and where I want it. And I want it right here. Now that I got my position marked, you can take this ring and trace the inside of it and go. And it may get loud, y'all. It is raining right now. So what I'm going to do is drill a hole right in the middle of this, or inside this. There ain't nothing more satisfying than drilling a hole in a brand new bucket. Now you got to have one of these jiggle saws. Know what I mean, Vernon? And I need my other bit. Michelle has handed out cutting. She's been cutting this, that, and other plywood. Alright, let me change these bits out to the one I need. I think I'm going to do this down here. I think it's a little lower and I can see more gooder. And I'm a southpaw, so I'm going to turn it around this way where it's beneficial for me. Now you got to get your hole just a little bit off. If it's perfect the first time, probably ain't gonna work. Y'all know what I mean. All right. You gotta have a little fun, will you? I mean, come on, man. Alright, we're going to put this in from in here. Then this washer goes on out here. And I don't know how well this is going to work at this moment. we're gonna make it work as best as we can. Get all them particles out. So what we're gonna have to do is get this tightened up real good. I may not even have a pipe wrench here to tighten it with for right now, but we'll get that. We will get that. I think it'll be all right. Okay, so now we got a bunch of pipe fittings here. I bought every bit of this stuff at Lowe's, y'all. Every bit of it. Okay, so this is a 90. I'm gonna screw in here on the inside. And when I get it screwed in, when you get it screwed in, you want it just like that. As you look down here, turn y'all down where the light's shining down in that bucket. You see that? It's turned sideways in there. That way that water goes in and swirls round and round. Okay? All right, next order of business. This goes in, and I may not be able to put my valve on there at the moment, because I don't have a double. I thought that was a threaded, but it is not there for adapting to pipe. I need a double threaded barb in there. I'm gonna have to go find one. So, all right, so what we're gonna do is I turned that and put me a piece of pipe in the middle of both of them where it's threaded on both ends to do what I want to do, so I can use my valve like I want to. I'm gonna change that out because that is way too long for me, for my benefit, for the way I like to do, you know. All right. And this may leak a little bit. You need to put thread tape and all that stuff on there and glue it. What I'm doing right now is fitting everything because I don't want to glue it because that ain't gonna be permanent the way I want it. I want it where I can do a better job. But let's go try it out. Y'all almost forgot. We gotta have some holes up here around the top of this. I think I'm gonna come in and put mine about right here. And you want them all the way around. And what? Come back out of there. What these do is allow the water to come out and your fish have this, your fish ain't running out the sides. That's all it is. And y'all do know you can go to Academy Sports and buy you a bucket like this. It's more fun to make it yourself, save a little bit of money. Because like old Red Green saying, women may not find you handsome, but they should at least find you handy. And if you make stuff like this, your wife will be impressed with you. She'll look at you and think, boy, he's macho. He can do anything. And that's what it's all about. And y'all, you may want to put this end on there because this water hose has this on both ends. And the reason is you'll lose that washer out of this about every time. And I happen to have this hose made up such as this. But it would be better if you put the other end on there. And I'll tell you the next thing. At Lowe's, I couldn't find one of these that would thread into there. They probably make them and have them. But I couldn't find one of them associates that day. Now, if I'd have knew what I was looking for, they'd have been on every corner going, sir, can I help you? Can I help you? So, you know. But, you know, that's the next thing. When your wife looks and knows that, hey, I can adapt and make anything work, she'll start making you them big cat head biscuits that big around that you can slide a slice of tomato in. And that's what this is all about. And now, we fixing to turn this on and fill it up with water. Okay, you see your water coming out right here? We good to go, y'all. So we fixing to start scaling some of these brims and throwing them off over in there. Let me bring y'all up. Yeah, it's kind of a mess now. And really what I'm gonna do is, cause see, like right here, I can cut that off where all the water ain't just going everywhere. I would like to have a splitter, and I've been walking around hunting it. It was supposed to have been in the camper, and I think we must have left it on the water faucet at the last campsite we was at, because I can't find it nowhere. I've looked everywhere. Now tomorrow when I don't need it, I'll probably run right across it. Y'all know how that works. Do like that for y'all. I ain't even got y'all where y'all see this big old blue brim I'm peeling. Now these big ones is a little bit harder to scale, but you see how that fish knife running right up under them scales. I really thought I wanted to fillet them, but I may just scale them, clean them like this. A lot of people do them this way. I like to try different stuff. Y'all will notice I don't ever do anything the same way more than 2 or 3 times. So see like that. Where's my gut down here? Then you got a lot of meat up through there that if you want to get it, I don't never worry about all that stuff. A lot of people though, they come unhinged if you don't do it the way they like you to do it, you know. And they'll quit watching your videos and talk ugly about you to your friends, to their friends. And then they'll go start watching somebody else's channel. I'm kidding, y'all. I just like to have some fun with y'all. It don't bother me if people like what I do or not. I don't care. Why did I close that blade and open it right back up? I was just going to go over these scales just a little bit more. What I am attempting to do, I really don't like doing it that way. I probably ain't doing nothing that way. I know a lot of people like it. I don't. So I'm going to turn that in, and you just drop your fish over in there. So what happens, all them scales and all that junk will come out these holes. See how that water's... So with this valve, it's really doing some water. So I can close that down if I want to. You can adjust the flow of your... So the next thing I want to do is I wanted to pour these fish out here. All right, I'm gonna cut this down. I got me a decent little picture. We fixed to get the rest of this peeled. With that on like that, you can kind of wash some stuff off like this. Just makes life a little easier. I like to just whack that head off like that. Split that joker right like that. Clean them out. Whole fish going in there. We're gonna do these couple of little ones. I'll say this, a fish that ain't been on ice or dead a while is a lot easier to scale than one you have had. And it is raining out here, in case y'all was wondering. That fish was way too little to have kept to eat. He was big enough to bite the hook. I mean, we'll eat him. But this is what we went for, really. And we could have caught a bunch more, but we moved around a lot and didn't stay in one place long enough to really catch them. We may go back in a day or two, and I know where they're at now. I can go up there and early in the morning and find them, and we'll fill a cooler up with them. I can do that for you. So anyway, we got our fish in here. I'm gonna show y'all over in there and how that looks. So y'all see that right there swirling them fish fillets. I guarantee you that is clean as a whistle now, ready to go in the pot. So catfish fillets, you can fill it up, man. That thing worked like a dream. I'm finna put these fish that are clean in my ice cream bucket, because that's where fish go, is in an ice cream bucket. So I'm fixing to cut this off, and you can turn that over and drain a lot of that water out. I have got all good clean fillets as I put them off in this bucket right here. I mean, and I got some whole fish now. I'm fixing to fry me some fish tonight. I've been wanting a good mess of fish. So this now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I would not suggest leaving this sitting out here in the weather and all. I may do that, we'll just see. But that water needs pouring out because it's got fish stuff in it. So don't be gentle with that. Don't break all your stuff off. Look, y'all may improve that. If you do, improve it. Use your own mind. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.